What is up, people of the internet? It is me, Real American Politics, back with a new video, and today, it is time that we do a deep dive video into the Pennsylvania Senate race. That is right, folks, we're finally going to be discussing the Pennsylvania Senate race, because boy oh boy, people are just, so many idiots on Twitter and all that good stuff have been saying, Oz is down 16 points. He's gonna lose this race. And I'm getting so sick and tired of some of these narratives by Jack Posobiec and the loser right that I'm making a whole video dedicated to debunking this idea that Oz is down by 16 points or he's not campaigning, all that crap. Because this is getting absurd. Now, before I forget, of course, I hope you enjoy these type of videos. If you do, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, and yes, of course, go follow the mysterious Twitter account in the description down below. And yeah, also join the channel. That is right, folks, for just 10 cents a day, you could join Real American Politics. I recommend you do it. And yeah. Alright, let's get into it today, folks. This may be the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Some of these narratives about the Pennsylvania Senate race are so absurd that we're going to discuss it today. So, if you don't know, many people are saying that Fetterman's going to win by 11 points, 8 points, he's up by 16, all this crap. And it's absurd. If you don't know, right, Pennsylvania Senate, or Pennsylvania polls in general, usually suck. Do people not remember 2020? Pennsylvania polls are horrible. Absolutely atrocious. But this is another tier of bad. Now, obviously, these polls are not going to be as bad as, let's say, Wisconsin. Well, there's a chance it's worse than Wisconsin based on this. I mean, seriously. People, if you really think Fetterman's going to win by 16 points, I have a bridge to sell you. He's not. If he does somehow mysteriously win, it'll be by like a quarter of a point. Fetterman is not that well liked in Pennsylvania. He's not going to win by 16 or anything like that. If he does end up winning, it'll be by like quarter of a point. But also, this is something people are forgetting. That these polls, right? They're conducting the polls with registered voters, adults, registered voters. Only a couple likely voter polls. And when you look at the likely voter polls, the race is significantly closer. And also the summer response bias. Once again, wait till Labor Day. That's when you'll see these polls mysteriously start to narrow, even if they're bad pollsters. It's a fact of life. The summer response bias is real. It happens every single time. It's absurd that it does, but it's true. So, with the polling, just ignore it. Once again, the polling's going to be atrocious this year. I recommend people just ignore it. But this idea that, Mehmet Oz is not campaigning, Jack Posobiec's on Twitter, essentially trying to derail a Republican in Pennsylvania because of some, I don't freaking know why, reasons. Point being is, Oz has been campaigning his ass off the past 2 months. He's done, I think, like 200 events in just 2 months. How many's Fetterman done? One? One for 10 minutes and he can't even speak properly. Look, I disagree with Fetterman on nearly everything. But the dude had a stroke and he's clearly not recovering. In fact, he's getting worse. He can't speak properly. And it's just, wow. I was shocked when I saw that. That he can't speak properly. Yet you expect him to somehow win this fall. And that he was going to magically, he's going to magically be able to debate Oz. He's running from the debates for a reason. Oz would obliterate Fetterman in debate. That is why people need to understand, Fetterman has serious health concerns. And if the Democrat Party was smart in Pennsylvania, they would go with Connor Lamb. They would replace Fetterman with Lamb. Fetterman can't speak. He hasn't left his basement in 2 months. And I know Biden didn't either, but point being is, it's bad with Fetterman. He can't speak, he can't leave his basement. He left for 10 minutes, had a disaster, he's probably never going to have another rally. This idea that he can bank off this idea of, Oz is from, New Jersey is complete bull. And it's funny because, Oz has actually been hitting back Fetterman hard. Talking about, hey, dude, you were 50 and you were still living in your mom's basement, living off your parents, not even having a job. And that's a perfect attack line. Oz is finally starting to attack Fetterman where it hurts. The fact that he's a huge socialist, it's a fact. He lived in his parents' basement for 50 years and lived off them, didn't even have a job, and then how Oz actually worked for his wealth. That is a perfect attack line. Now, if he attacked Fetterman for, the fact he can't, speak properly, and I don't think he's going to be able to survive a full Senate term, yeah, I think Oz should really hit him hard like, dude, you should be recovering, not running a whole campaign. And plus the New Jersey stuff's getting old. Everybody and their mother knows about New Jersey Oz, which again, misleading, it's bullshit. So yeah, point being is Oz, Oz has been running a better campaign as of late, been campaigning his ass off. These people saying that he isn't, that's bull. He has been running he's been running everywhere. Again, I think it's 200 events he's done. Now the question is this: how will Oz win this fall? And again, I think he's still favored. I think when the health stuff really starts coming up and the debates start happening, Oz is going to pull away with this race by like 2-3 points. I truly think so, plus with the red wave, plus with the economy collapsing, all that good stuff. So, this is a unique situation with Oz. Now, here is where I think that Oz is going to do best in, right? So the first part is, of course, northeastern Pennsylvania. Why? This is an extremely Trump area, all right? Extremely pro-Trump area. It's not, pro-Republican. You can see this in the Senate race. I mean, Pike County, Toomey won this seat by 23, or county by 23. Trump won it by around 26. Places like Monroe, Trump only lost this county by a point. Well, Monroe, Toomey lost it by 5. Point being is there's a lot of Trump voters. Trumpy voters, Trumplicans, whatever. Essentially former Democrats that, are voting more and more Republican, but mostly for Trump Republicans, not for, establishment Republicans. They're voting more for the Trump candidate. And we saw this in the primary. I mean, Oz ran it up in this part of the state. I mean, this is the part of the state that, in my opinion, is a very big indicator of how the candidate's going to do this fall. Well, he ran it up in Monroe, Pike, Lackawanna, Wayne, Luzerne, etc. He ran up in the part of the state that is a good indicator that he's going to have a good appeal to these voters. But also, this is the thing that's unique about Oz. You can also include southeastern Pennsylvania, places like Philly, which, yeah, actually, did Trump overperform Toomey? Yeah, no, Toomey overperformed him. Point being is you're going to see Oz probably crack like 20% in Philly. I know that may sound extreme, but he did pretty damn well here. And there is a vote group in southeastern Pennsylvania, a place like Montgomery, Chester, Delaware, even Bucks, where Oz is going to get essentially Toomey numbers in these 4 counties, if not a little bit, better in places like Bucks. And the point being is, Trump did awful in these counties. Montgomery lost by 21, Toomey lost by 11. That's the type of thing we're talking about. So the entirety of eastern Pennsylvania, I do think Trump or Oz will perform very well. He's going to win places like Bucks, I truly think so. He's going to do good in places like Northampton, Luzerne, Pike, etc. So eastern Pennsylvania, which has become more and more Republican over the years outside, these counties. So it's unique. Oz is able to bring the working class Democrat Trump voter to the Republican Party. At the same time, he's able to win over some of these traditional Republicans in places like Chester, Bucks, these suburban moms. I know it's a meme, but they do actually like Oz a lot, so it's a fact. But this is the part of the state that Oz will struggle in. This is the part that having somebody like Mastriano on the ballot will help. The T. Of course, I'm talking about this part of Pennsylvania, central Pennsylvania / the T, even places like Butler, Armstrong, Indiana, etc. Not so much a place like Mercer and Beaver, because there is working class Dems here that turn Republican, but more so this part of the state. This is where Trump, heavily overperformed Toomey in places like Clearfield. He performed way better than Toomey. And these voters are, more conservative. Way more conservative. I wouldn't say Trumpy, like they did trend more Republican. But I'm just saying these are counties that are extremely conservative on cultural issues, economic issues. And they don't trust Oz on the issues. I mean, this is kind of the area where, of course, McCormick did best in central Pennsylvania. Yes, there's a couple counties like Cambria, Blair, etc. that Oz did win, but when you look at the statewide performance, McCormick definitely did best in central and western Pennsylvania. So those are the parts that Oz is going to struggle in. Not so much, again, like Beaver or Mercer. These are the counties that had a lot of Trump Democrats in and all that good stuff. So my opinion is, with Mostrow on the ballot, Oz isn't going to do horrible in the T. He's just going to underperform Trump by a couple points or so. But at the same time, do way better in places like Chester, Bucks, etc. Which kind of cancels out, and with the fact that he may win places like Lackawanna, Monroe. Because we saw his appeal up here. That is a very unique part of Oz. And what does it have to do with Trump's endorsement? Probably. But there is a vote share that I do think, or a chance that Oz do win Lackawanna and Monroe, etc. But at the same time, win places like Bucks and potentially get Chester within 10 points again. So that is a good combination for Oz, and I think he's going to win easily. That's why I truly think he's going to win. He just needs to make sure he doesn't do horrible in central Pennsylvania, which I don't think he will, especially with Mostrow on the ballot. Anyways, folks, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share it to friends, hit the little bell, and yes, of course, go follow the mysterious Twitter account in the description down below. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you guys in the next video. Godspeed to all of you.